In this video, I'm going to show you how to optimize your Google Ads for your DTC brand, and we're going to talk specifically about your shopping ads. So first of all, what is a shopping ad? Let's go over to Google. So whenever you type in something like Nike CrossFit shoes men, the first few listings are shopping ads. So these with the images, with the reviews, this is a shopping ad. And then normally you have like some regular search ads at the bottom. But this is where we want to display our products. So if you also click on shopping here, you'll see that there's some sponsored listings with the star reviews, which are very helpful. You can also have a promotion. So these are what we call shopping ads. They are done via a few things. So you're going to need a Google Ads account like this. You're going to need obviously a store. So like a Shopify store in this example, this is what we're going to use. You're going to need a Merchant Center account. And then you're going to need a tool like Stamp.io to collect the reviews. Okay. So a Merchant Center account, what is it? First of all, it's where all your products will be stored. This is a Google Merchant Center account. So we're going to connect your Shopify store to a Merchant Center account. And the Merchant Center account will do two things. It's going to allow you to display your products as ads like this, okay, the sponsored listings, and as organic listings like this as well. So these are not paid for. These are organic product listings, right? So by populating your Merchant Center account with a feed, you're going to be able to show your products like this. So let's get into it. So in your Shopify account, you're going to want to, obviously set up your store, but let's just assume you have your store, you're selling products already, right? So what you want to do is click apps and then type in Google, and then this standard Google and YouTube app is going to show up. And here it's already connected, but if it's not, because you're brand new to this, you can click connect, and it's actually going to prompt you to create a Merchant Center account. And basically what happens is that every time you make changes to your products, these changes will be reflected in your Merchant Center account, okay? So that's kind of like the first step, is to basically create your Merchant Center account, and it's going to create one automatically for you. If it doesn't, or if you're using a different platform, you can go, just Google Merchant Center account and click start, and then it's going to walk you through the process of creating a Merchant Center account. So that's the first step, is connecting those two things. And the way, once you're inside Merchant Center, it's going to look like this. And the way the feed looks like is this. If we click feeds here. So typically Shopify uses that naming convention content API, but this is basically where your products will now show up in your Merchant Center. And if we click all products, we can see that our products are kind of listed here, right? So that's pretty cool. Now we're going to talk about how to optimize this portion, the Google Merchant Center portion. But first, quickly, how do you actually display these products as ads, right? So what you want to do is go to Google Ads and essentially create a new campaign, and it's going to be a PMax campaign. So just going to click continue, and then you want to select the Performance Max. And here, it's going to prompt you to connect to your Merchant Center account, right? If you don't have an account connected yet, I think it's going to prompt you here to do it, but there's another way. You click Tools and Settings, Linked Accounts, and actually let me pop that up. And then you can see Google Merchant Center, but if it was not connected here, you would find it in here, click Details, and then you can start the connection process. Basically, it's just going to link those two things together, right? And then once you're in here, basically, you just go through the steps. It's going to ask you for your PMax campaign to put headlines, videos, and everything. But let me just pull up one that's already running. What's going to happen now is that you're going to have some products populate here. And these listings is what are allowed to show up like this in a shopping ad, essentially, right? So this is how you kind of connect the two. So let's talk about optimizing your merchant center, because this is where you can truly shine. In another video, I'll talk about optimizing the PMAX campaign itself. But here, there's a lot we can do inside the merchant center. So one of the first things you want to do is actually connect your reviews. So it's important to collect reviews and display them in ads, right? Like this, like the star reviews, right? Individual product reviews. So you want to use a tool like Stamp.io. It comes as a Shopify plugin as well, and also it works on other platforms like BigCommerce, I think, and others like this. But basically, this will ask your customers for reviews after they purchase via email, and it's kind of like an official way to collect reviews, right? Because what Google doesn't want is like fake reviews and all that stuff. So these are like all verified reviews. They're captured in a good, solid way. And essentially, you're going to go inside your Stamp.io account, and I can send this link, but basically you're just going to click settings, integrations, and it's going to link it to your Merchant Center account. And you're going to have a nice little feed of reviews this time that's going to be uploaded every day, basically, right? So the way Merchant Center account works is that it gets a feed of products, right? These are your products from Shopify. And then it also gets a feed from Stamp.io, right? And then your Stamp.io is connected on your Shopify website as well. So that's how it works. So that's the first thing, is to make sure that your reviews are connected on Stamp.io. And the way you do this is inside Stamp.io, you just go to integrations, Google, and you kind of enable this, and it's going to submit the feed. It might take 5 to 10, sometimes 15 business days, because Google actually validates your reviews to make sure there's no duplicates and things like that. Okay. The second thing you want to do to optimize your Merchant Center account so your ads and your organic free listings perform better is you want to create promotions. Okay, so and actually here on this dashboard, we can see that we have shopping ads and then free listings, right? So you can create promotions. So if we go to promotions here, we got nothing running right now. But you can see we have some historical data, 20% off, there's a promo code. So the way these promotions show up is with this, sale icon or price drop icon, right? So whenever you have a promo, you want to create that promo in Merchant Center as well. So the way you do it, click promotions, click the plus sign here, select a country. Let's just do Canada for now. And we can either do a percentage or a full amount or have a free gift. So we'll do percentage, 20%. Click next. And then you give it a title. The title actually needs to reflect the promotion. So you might get errors if the title doesn't match. So for example, if you say 20% off all products, and there's a product that doesn't have the 20% off, it will, like Google will actually give an error for that promotion after it crawls everything. And you might get an error within like 24 hours saying, hey, we can't run this promo because this product, is not in the promotion. So you got to actually be careful with your title. It's going to reflect what you're actually doing. So for example, it could be 20% off select product, and then you kind of put only the products that have 20% off. So that'd be a better title. But so the next step here is to select your products. So you can, apply the promotion to all products. Again, you got to be careful. It's got to be true. Or you can put a filter. So maybe you have specific items, ID. So you would put the product IDs in there, or the brand. And then you kind of select a date range. So it could be, start October 1st and end October 28th, right? You could apply. And then you can optionally have a promo code. So it could be like fall 20 for fall 20% off, right? So that's how you create promotions. Again, very important. You would click create promotions, and then it goes through in like an approval process. And if there's any error, like I said, with the title, it will let you know. So we're just going to click cancel here. And remember how I said you just put the product ID in here? Well, so how do you get that product ID? Basically, you can see it here. So you can grab the products and just copy this. Okay. So the third and most important aspect of your Merchant Center account is to make sure it performs best. And so that way your ads can be top notch and you can get a great ROAS, is to fix any issues you might encounter in Merchant Center account. And this is a big one. There's a lot of them that can happen really quickly. Google Ads is, Merchant Center is pretty finicky about this. So I have this other account here, and you can see that there's a return policy that has been rejected. So you want to make sure that, this, if you can, get an excellent rating in everywhere, but you definitely want to fix any return policy issues there. So this is going to be one of my first steps for this account. This brand new account. And then next is what's more common is if you click products here, click diagnostic, you're going to have errors here, right? So you're going to go through, basically there's red and orange. Red means these products are not showing up there. So all the red ones need to be fixed. And then the orange ones need to also be fixed. Just fix the red ones first, right? So basically what you want to do is hover over it, click learn more, and it's going to tell you how to fix the error. What is this error about? All that fun stuff, right? And then if you click view example, it's actually going to show you the products that are affected by this issue, right? So this is the not fun part, but this is the part that's going to make you money, is you go through all these errors one by one and then fix them, right? So some of the common ones are like the GTIN. Sometimes the GTIN might be invalid. You need unique identifiers for each and every one of your products. So there's a way to get official GTINs. So that's one of the common things I see. And then some of the warnings that are still easy to fix are like adding colors, adding a size. So you want to make sure you fix all of them. And then you can see you don't want to necessarily be updating 175 products like one by one, unless it's a GTIN, then you'll have to do it one by one. There's ways to bulk fix this. So like I mentioned earlier, we're connected to Shopify, right? So you can either add those in Shopify, okay? Those values for those attributes in Shopify, or you can add them directly into a feed that you'll create in Merchant Center. So if we go to feeds here, you can see that there's some feeds that were created, but some new ones need to be created to kind of fix the GTIN, to fix the gender, to fix the color and everything. So adding a feed, let's say, all these items are black, they simply don't have the black color attribute put on, you would just create a feed and put the attribute in there, and then it would fix it, right? So that's the third big one. Basically, you want to go through all of those and fix everything here. It's going to make your ads a lot better. That's it. So as a recap, you want to make sure that everything's connected: Merchant Center, Google Ads, Stamp.io. You want to collect those reviews and make sure there's a feed, and that's going to enable this essentially. Okay, those low reviews. So the second element is you want to make sure you have your promotions happening. So if you click marketing, click promotions, this is where you create your promotions, like 20% off or $50 off and so forth. And the third and most important thing is to fix all item issues you might encounter. So if you click products and diagnostic, you kind of want to fix all those items one by one. And then if we go to an account that has a little bit more, you definitely want to fix the red ones first. You can always obviously Google these problems if the learn more doesn't help you out. But basically, yeah, fix all the red ones and then the orange after. That's it. So this is how you optimize your Google Merchant Center account and your shopping ads for your DTC brand. Cheers.